Talk. I'm Amanda Winkle.
I'm Catie Fry.
And we are talking about
Hollywood! We're finally here.
Yes, we are very excited to be in Hollywood, and the first night of Hollywood Week was Ellen DeGeneres' debut.
Yes.
We're very excited. You want to talk about that, Catie?
Sure. Ellen DeGeneres, actually, she was pretty good judge. We did notice a little awkwardness. Like, she did have a lot of one-liners about the contestants, and the contestants really, in the audience, really made a big deal about laughing.
Either that or the Idol producers turned up the contestants' laughter.
Yeah.
Because it was like, guys, Ellen wasn't that funny.
Yeah, but she did have a good balance. I agree. She did have a good balance of criticism and then just being herself. So far, so good for Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Yeah, she's doing good. Was there any standouts that we liked or
on day one?
Yeah.
Day one, absolutely. We had Haley Vaughn. Now, she was the girl that we mentioned last week who did the country, and she also brought her acoustic guitar this time. And I loved her.
Yeah.
She did amazing. The judges
really
loved her, and she went through. And then we also had one of our favorites, Andrew Garcia, and he came back and he did Paula Abdul's Straight Up, and he did a really good job. Kara said he was a genius.
I like to say he Chris Allenized the song
Yes.
because Chris Allen did the same thing with Hurtless last season.
Yeah.
In the Final 3 show.
With the guitar.
Yeah.
Good job for day one. Also on Tuesday, we had groups continuing in the second hour of Tuesday night's episode, and one of our standouts was Big Mike. We really like him, and the interesting thing about Big Mike was that his wife was in labor as he was on stage.
And he was still committed.
He was still committed, and he had a really good attitude about everything. He did a John Mayer song, which was surprising, but he did a really good job. And then also a pet peeve of mine, big time, every show. Don't sing an American Idol winner's song when you're in Hollywood Week. They've already done it. They've made it a hit. You don't need to try to do it. So just don't do that.
And you're not as hot as David Cook, guy who sang David Cook's song. I can't even remember who it was. You're not as hot as David Cook. I'm sorry. I love David Cook.
Yes, or
Sorry.
Carrie Underwood. Anyway, and also a big thing that I noticed that I was like, what's going on is, did anyone else notice something missing on the judges' table during Hollywood
The Coke
Week?
cups.
The red Coke cups. What's up with that? It's vitamin water.
Vitamin Water Zero, I think it was.
Who drinks vitamin water in Hollywood Week?
I
No.
don't know.
So I was a little surprised about that. I guess the sponsorship has changed or something's
I don't
changed.
know.
But the red cups were definitely noticed.
Yes.
They weren't there.
And on Wednesday's episode, we went from 181 contestants to 96, so we're getting down. And it was group night, which means that the contestants had to pair up in groups and come up with like a little dancey choreography number.
Yeah,
and
harmony,
perform.
everything.
Yep, they had to do the whole 9. And then there was a group called Phoenix with Maura Mosa, and I was excited because she auditioned with Danny Goki's group last year, and I am a big Danny Goki fan, so I got to see a little Danny Goki, so that was exciting.
Just a clip.
And then there was a lot of crazy names of groups. I'll just run some about the Mighty Rangers, Dreamers, Destiny's Wild, Neapolitan.
That's ice cream.
And Big Dream. So there's a lot of crazy names.
Yeah.
So Big Mike's group, Team Awesome. Oh, that was another one. Team Awesome.
Were they awesome?
They were okay.
Yeah. They were.
Seth from Lakeland, I don't even remember, he has the autistic child. He got cut. Big Mike went on, so that was good.
Yeah, happy for Big Mike.
Yes. But also there was a girl that I thought, she seemed like a little ingrate. Kat Nessel of the Phoenix group, she squandered her opportunity. I wrote, fail, because she did. She failed.
Yeah. You don't leave Hollywood Week before you get up there. It's just inappropriate. So many other people would kill to be there, and for you to walk out, it's not cool.
You just squandered a huge opportunity that could have changed the rest of your life. Like, you could have been the shining star of that group, but no, I'm too embarrassed. So, whatever. She's not worth my time. That's all the time you get. Goodbye. Mark Labriola, he is another one. He kind of seemed a little pathetic when he was like, after he did a poor performance, he's like, if I was just given another chance. And Simon was like, no, sorry, buddy, you look pathetic. And
yeah, don't grovel.
No, it's not cute. So at the end of this episode, we went from 96 to 71. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Who do you think is going to be in the top 24, Catie?
Definitely my predictions at this point, 2 people. Casey James, the model guy who is blues guitar, he's rocking it, and Haley Vaughn, the girl also with the guitar who is into country music. I predict they're going to go far.
I agree with Haley. I'm not loving Casey because he took his shirt off, and that kind of weirded me out. So whatever. But I predict Big Mike. Love Big Mike. I think that's mad dedication that you stayed in it while your wife's having a baby.
Yep.
And as for the ladies, I don't know. I think a lady's going to win this year because a lady's due to win. But I don't know which lady. I'm going to have to see.
I'm not going to go that far.
Maybe Mary Powers, because she's got, like, the drive and the determination, and they kind of played her like a power-controlling girl in her group, so we'll see.
But it comes down to performance after all.
Yep. Well, we will see you back in Hollywood next week as Idol continues and wraps up. So we'll know our top 24 by this time next week, so that's very exciting.
Yeah, be sure to join us back on Idol Talk.
Yes, and go to jacksonville.com/entertainment/idol for all your Idol news.